All right, girls, look at that. We're live all around the world. How's it going? What's your names? Sadie? Hattie, Sadie, and Hattie. Welcome to the show here. This is day 2 of US Olympic trials. Have you guys been enjoying it so far? Did you go to the pool this morning?
Yeah.
What was your favorite race? Come a little closer.
The 100 breast, the women's 100 breast, and the women's 200.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Katie Ledecky's from this morning, hey? And then who's your favorite 100 breaststroker? Lily King? She's good, hey?
Douglas.
Yeah. Well, now you guys swim as well. What's your favorite stroke?
Freestyle.
500? Wow. 500 freestyle. And what's yours?
100 breaststroke.
100 breaststroke. Oh, wow. Okay. Now, are you guys staying here the whole week?
Leaving Monday night.
Leaving Monday night?
Leaving Tuesday.
Okay. Awesome. Well, listen, so far so good, hey? It's been a lot of fun. Did you get to watch the world record last night? That was crazy, hey? Gretchen Walsh. She's so good. Yeah. So, well, I appreciate you guys being on here. Thanks for starting the show with me. I'm just waiting for the swimsuit guy. He's going to turn. Oh, he's here. That's the swimsuit guy over there. So he's my host. But nice to meet you girls, all right? Hopefully we get to watch you swim at the Olympic trials in 4 years. How about that? All right. All right. Thanks, girls. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, Sonny, you're on, mate. We're live. Let's do this. Pulling in Sonny. Let's get this thing cracking. Let's get it cracking. You're welcome. Take care, girls. All right, here we
How are
go.
looking?
Yeah, we're looking good.
When's it starting? It started, no?
It's
We're out in
started.
the front now. How cool is this?
Yeah, we pulled it out in the front. This is it. We're live. Don't pull anyone out for a while. Mate, how are you doing?
I'm warm.
Yeah.
Just done an Ask Us talk and talk about swimming at older ages and being fast. Inspired by Gabby Rose this morning at 46, making the 100 breast semi-finals here.
Yeah. She was inspiring, wasn't she? Mate, there's been some cracking swimming all around. Last night, we wake up today, it's at it again. It's been incredible, really, isn't it? And we're pulling in the boss, Tim Hinchey's coming in today, and we're gonna ask him all about it, how he came up with this whole concept, and how he feels about it now that he's seen it. But pretty wild. But let's go back and talk about just quickly last night. Tell me, I mean, it started off just nuts. Gretchen Walsh.
I mean, the whole thing is crazy. 20,700 people in the stands last night. The sound system, Brett, pumping.
The sound system is pumping.
Lights, everything. And then 100 fly first up. And I'm a big fan of Tori Husk. She's rapid, beautiful stroke. And she rips a 55.7, 0.3 off the world record in the first semi. And I'm like, that's going to be pretty tough to beat. Then what happened?
Then Gretchen Walsh comes out and swims a 50 fly, the first 50 of the 100. She swims a 50 fly. How you would dream of your freestyler going out in 100 freestyle. She goes out in 25.4 to a hand touch and just looks amazing. And then rips home. It looked like she was going to go
9.7 on the way back.
I think she's going to go 54 tonight.
Yeah.
I think she's going 54 tonight. What do you think?
I don't know. I have so many thoughts of what could happen tonight, and they're probably all wrong, like normal. Because I don't know, like either the pressure's off her shoulders now because she's realized she can indeed swim long course better than anyone in history by 0.3 of a second, and that's going to be all the weight off her shoulders, and she goes quicker. I think she could even go out quicker. She could flip in like 25.2. Then does she start to fall apart on the way home? Probably not. So she's got everything that's needed for a 54 swim. She's got the start, she's got the underwater, she's got the turn, she's got the fly, she's got the physique.
And she was waving to the crowd before she took off last night. She was behind the block, looked composed, looked relaxed, looked like she'd been there before. And that's the statement you make to your athlete, isn't it? Act like you've been there before.
Yeah.
She definitely acted like that, didn't she?
Oh, she's a world record holder now.
Yeah.
And also, what do you think about 55 for 100 fly not going to make the Olympic team? Someone in the world goes 55 for 100 butterfly, woman, and she is not going to be swimming at the Olympics. Regan Smith went 55 for the first time last night. She's third seed into the final.
Yeah.
What a swim.
Yeah.
She's the opposite as well. Comes back like
Mm.
nothing you've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make one more prediction right now. I think Regan Smith goes 56 this week, 100 backstroke.
Yeah, it's hard to pass that up. You know, she looks electric, doesn't she? And she's been in form. We always talk about this as well. It's like, you know, what are the indicators that someone's going to swim well? Regan Smith has been swimming fast all season long. She almost broke the world record a couple of weeks ago at a nothing meet in Irvine.
She got an American record, 57.4. And she's swimming quicker in the 100 fly. She's swum the 100 fly all the meets, Tier Pro Series. She's done them all. 56 highs, 55 now, and that's not even the final. There's no reason. I can almost guarantee she's swimming 100 back PB, and she only has to drop 0.1 for the world record. I'm saying it. I think she goes 56 100-meter backstroke here. I'm so, like, who? I think Regan's a winner. I think I don't think she wins tonight, but I think she could make the team. But does that mean Tori doesn't?
Look, I don't know. Yeah, look, Tori looked amazing too. Yeah, it's like, how do you pick who's the best 55er? I don't know. Like, it's not my job to pick that, but it's like, let's just appreciate the fact that 3 women are going 55 tonight, and at the bare minimum, they're going to see 3 55s.
Claire Curzon at her best is 56.2. Like, this is ridiculous. Shackle's swimming PBs every time she dives in. She's a 6'7" now. She was a 57 2 days ago. So she's swimming PBs. We could have like 5 goals, 56.5 and under.
And did you make a public apology today too?
Yeah, I mean, I've made some good opinions this year. I will say it. I've been right about some people, but one person I've not been right on is let's get rid of this. When's it starting? We don't need that up there anymore.
I don't know.
A hide current comment there. I said a lot of times on this live stream that we do that I don't think Gretchen Walsh is going to be good long course. I said it a lot. Okay. And I'm so wrong. I'm so stupid because she's really good long course. And now I'm just like, the last final session, women's 53. I cannot wait. I think we're going to see something that's going to make us real excited.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, look at this. There's the boss. There's the boss. What's happening, my friend, brother? Wow.
Nice to meet you, Sonny. How is it?
We're going to make some room here. I think we're going to pull you in the middle.
In the middle?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go this one. You roll up.
All right.
Ooh, check this
The man
out.
right here. The man. Oh, mate.
What's up, fellas?
First off, let's just say this in front of the world here. Congratulations.
Thanks, man.
Outstanding.
Appreciate it.
Outstanding. Like, just absolutely blown away. I don't know what my expectations were, but they weren't this. Like, this is beyond expectations, isn't it?
Well, sometimes you dream of things, right? Sometimes you can
Pull up a little.
Sometimes you dream of things, and sometimes you think you can do it,
Yeah.
but you need a lot of support. And our staff is amazing. Shayna Ferguson, in particular, Chief Commercial Officer, she moved here basically May 5th, just to make sure this all went off the right way. But our partners at Indiana Sports Corp, you got to have the right city people. In this marketplace, you guys have been around it, even in our other meets and other places. This marketplace, when they make up their mind that they want to have a major event, they know how to do it, right? And so for them to invest in our sport the same way they would invest in the Super Bowl and the NFL is why we're here.
Yeah. Well, why have they decided to invest in our sport like this? I mean, obviously you're at the forefront of this, you're leading this, but like, how did you sell this to them?
Really started with Scott Davidson, is the CEO at One America. And again, what's interesting about this marketplace, they don't have a massive, like you say, corporate market that some of the major corporations have for sponsorships, but they have a big enough one where these CEOs in this marketplace, again, I've been in sports for 33 years. There's very few cities where the public-private interests come together when they decide they want something, and everyone gets signed up, right? So it's a little bit of peer pressure as well. And Scott Davidson led that. And when we had our dinner back in 2018, and he's like, he loves swimming, and we're blessed. He's one of our biggest sponsors now because of it. He said, how do we get back? I said, well, let's talk about it. Let's figure this out. And so it took a couple of years to figure it out. We still want to do a proper RFP, request for proposal. We wanted to test all the markets. And we had some other great cities come in hard for us, which was great. So that, and they're all coming to visit this week, which is cool. But Indy stepped up, and they're great at it.
Well, the people can't see what's going on in front of us right now, but there are thousands of people in this convention center walking by, just enjoying the atmosphere in between sessions. We had a world record this morning
Unbelievable.
17,000, over 17,000
Prelims.
people in prelims.
Never seen anything
Last
like it.
night,
Never.
20,000 in the stands for a world record for finals. Like, yeah, it's. I mean, I swam in Sydney, so I was lucky to compete at my home Olympics, where I feel like it was somewhere maybe around 15,000, maybe, and that took my breath away. Like,
Right.
I walked out and I couldn't breathe. I mean, these athletes, they're doing something special here, aren't they?
Without a doubt. And again, I think really for me the impetus was because we're all fans, right? We're all fans of the sport. You swam at the highest level. I got some college, but it's done as much for me as it's done for anybody. I care that deeply about it. And so to see our athletes get what they deserve, which is the attention they deserve. I mean, you were world class, they're world class people. They should see the stories. And to start off with Gretchen last night and just was unbelievable. I mean, electric. One of the greatest experiences I've ever seen, and one of the nicest people, right? You're ever going to meet, which is fantastic. So that was amazing. But I love that, like, we wanted people to know about our sport, right? And this is our chance. We only get really attention in the U.S. anyways. 9 days, twice every 4 years, trials and Olympics, right? So let's take a shot. Let's move this up. And to your point, the Toyota Aqua Zone, this fan fest, to me, I'm so proud of our team here because I didn't know what to expect, quite frankly. And the retail shop set an all-time record yesterday of sales.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I've seen people with the bags. Like,
they were sending me pictures in the afternoon, and we haven't even started finals yet. 100 people deep, and I mean, so that's just great for our sport. It's great for everybody. I'm happy for our sponsors, but to have this kind of professional fan fest, which is free, by the way.
Yeah,
Georgia Street. I mean, I think for me, touching down in the airport. I've been here about every week for the last several weeks, but to touch down the airport. And see an airport, a major airport, to go down streets and see like street signs and banners, and it's a dream. It's a dream come true. Really.
Every detail. That's the thing that blew me away. It's every single detail. We went to a coffee shop yesterday, and they had a menu, a US swimming menu, for coffee. It's like just like, and I'm talking everywhere you go. There's not a piece of their city that is untouched by swimming. Is there?
No, the community is amazing. One of the other great things, I'm proud of our staff and Joel Shinnefield, Brendan Hansen, the team that does our team services are the one to look after our members in our clubs. One of the things they did I thought was super cool is they went out, we rented all the dorm rooms at Butler University, all the dorm rooms at Indiana University, and we allowed our clubs to book affordable dorm rooms and then pool time at the 950-meter pools in this marketplace. So clubs were able to come in and train. They had some meets. We had some fun meets as well, so that we're not taking them away from. So even the details of thinking about how do we get our young clubs so they can be inspired and yet still train, because we know we don't want to be out of the water. So credit to them and credit to the people that allowed us to do that.
That detail is amazing. Sorry, just to give people a reason to be here without it taking away from their training, their life, and also affordable, because it's expensive to travel. And
Absolutely. And that was a big part. I've said a whole bunch, but I'm going to say it again, that Indianapolis is also 25% of our membership. Our 400,000 members across can drive here in less than 8 hours. So now, again, you don't have to. And another thing about it's a walking city, like you said, right? Hotels didn't completely jack the hotels like they did in other places. People can walk around. They don't have to rent a car, right? They don't have to get a cab. They can walk. They can go to restaurants. We even met with the restaurant. I met with like St. Elmo's, the owners of those guys, because they own Harry Newsies and Lounge 1933. And we met with them in advance to say, listen, our finals aren't going to end until 9 to 10. Stay open. So the city went around to make sure restaurants were open, because I was here 2 years ago at a summer event, and I couldn't find something to eat at 10 o'clock. So it's those kind of details.
Yeah, just incredible details. Sonny, you're British. I'm Australian.
Yeah.
Like this is out of another planet for us. Like, I mean, they love swimming in Australia. Don't get me wrong, and they just had their trials, and it was a great event, but nothing to the scale of this.
I mean, I was at the British Trials in April, and again, was at the London Olympic pool. Brilliant facility.
Yeah, I've swam there.
You could walk 5 minutes in either direction of the pool and ask a random person on the wall, like, what's going on in the pool stand? They'd be like, I don't know, public swimming. Is there fun swimming going on? Lessons? No one would have known there was an Olympic trials of the highest magnitude happening 5 minutes walk away. Whereas here, independent retailers are putting special menus on. There's live music on the street. There's vendors out. There's there's no way you could be in Indianapolis right now not knowing this event is happening. No way.
No, it's impossible.
I mean, every building's got a swimmer on it, and like I've never seen swimmers blown up on such scale. Like,
and by the way, those are their sponsors. They're spending that independently of themselves. Like,
wow!
So when you see the billboards around town, those are brands like Lilly, who we were the only NGB in the United States that got a title sponsor this year for trials. So Lilly did that. So that's a USOPC asset, but they did that, right? Which is great. but all those things are just, it's incredible. It's something we want to sustain. And, again, you want it to work out. You and I talked months ago. You want it to work out. You want to go for it. But I was blown away last night. I was blown away this morning. Might be even more impressive than last night. I mean, the prelims to have that. Now, well, listen, we're gonna go up and down a little bit for the rest of the week, but I'm hoping that this momentum will carry and invite some more people to come down, check it out, and find a way to be part of the history. Wednesday actually could be right now. It's starting to track. Like we have a chance to beat Saturday night with Wednesday night's crowd. It's because they got a huge night of events and so forth. So we're excited about that too.
What's been the moment so far? You've used the word proud a couple of times to me, and it totally should be more than proud. But like, when is it kind of like that little smile on your face where kind of you felt that the most?
I'd say the first one was last week at our press conference. Most importantly, they let us come up the elevator, so that was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But when I walked into the press conference, and I've done a lot of these, like I said, I've been in a lot of different sports. To have 200 people show up at a press conference for a swim meet, right? And to do that, and to sit there and see that and see it in full scale was like, okay, great. Again, we're also a nonprofit. We are a business. We're trying to obviously grow, and this is a big expense, as we talked about investment. But last week we had our international PR agency just, again, I need the data. Give me a reach. What did we reach with just our press conference in 48 hours? And what kind of earned media did we get? We reached 1.1 billion people, and we had an earned media valuation of 9.8 million.
Wow.
For USS Swimming, that's never happened, right? So I'm so proud of. I'm sorry, I keep saying that, but I'm humble and great. And then I'd say the other moment was when Gretchen broke the world record. I got a little emotional. I just to see the crowd in the first race,
first event.
Right?
You couldn't write. You couldn't script it. You couldn't.
I had Rachel from the Sports Business Journal text me last night. She goes, "Okay, broken record of tennis, world record. Local kid makes the Olympic team. Did you script this?" I go, I go, no, but I'd like to. It's amazing.
Yeah, and there's some swimming coming ahead. And then look, Kay Ledecky, first time, four-time Olympian now. It's like she's the first woman on the Olympic team.
She looks good. She looks happy.
That's cool too.
She looks happy. I mean, Timness is unbelievable, so she knows she's got her work cut out for her. But it's great to see her happy, smiling, competing.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the rest of the meet. I think, like always, there'll be some surprises. There'll be some young kids, and don't forget at this meet too, we picked the junior Pan Pac squad that's going to go to Australia. So, to have these athletes make these teams and get out there, that's what this is all about.
Wow. Sonny, what else?
I think there was a moment this morning. It was when Lily King walked out, and obviously hometown girl.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, "Is this heats?" And she was just walking out, and I was tingling hairs. It was so loud, just for someone walking out. And then she won a heat, and they loved that as well.
Yeah.
But prelims are normally a little bit of a. No, I don't want to say I love swimming, so I can't say boring, but they're not the most exciting of affairs. They're kind of like they have to be there, they have to exist. But this seems more than prelims. This was like, and the swimming's going to be fast because of it. And early heats are good. There's some fast. I don't know.
Well, listen, we need to, right? That's the ultimate goal, right? From a high performance perspective, is also to make sure we produce a technically flawless meet. And I think and I just feel I'm so grateful that the athletes and the coaches were so excited to walk out on this. And just reading some of the social media stuff, to have someone say, "Hey, there's your first swimming world record in an NFL stadium."
Yeah.
Like that just kind of hits you. Like, what did we do? But to your point, on the prelims, they have to race, they have to compete, and it's been fun to watch the racing, and we need them to do that.
How cool is this? Look at all the kids. Look at the kids all around us here. Like the inspiration that these kids are getting. Like, how many dreams are being created right now in terms of wanting to swim for their country one day now? Isn't that incredible?
So yesterday I actually missed prelims because Leland Brown, our director of D&I, and I went down about 30 minutes south where we had our Central Zone multicultural meet.
Yeah.
And they asked us to speak in a gymnasium before their swim meet, pools next door. We had 400 families, diverse, great people, young kids, and that was our message. Like, hey guys, come up here 3 minutes. I offered them all free tickets for prelims tomorrow morning. I said, come up and see it. Just dream. And I said, swimming's for life. Swimming's for life. So whether you make it to this dream, stick with it. You're gonna love it. It's gonna pay off. And it was just fun to talk to that kind of crowd.
How are you feeling? Are you relaxed a little now? Can you take a deep breath?
I want to. Someone just asked me that question. Actually, our doctor of mental health just asked me that question. I was a little concerned. I was giving off the wrong vibe. It's going to be hard for me to. I'm going to wait till this gets over. I think because it's also there's a lot to get done here. There's also the business side, which isn't as fun. But I have some goals that I want us to hit, and I'd like to see those happen. We're not quite there yet, but I couldn't be more pleased with the reaction of people around the world. I was getting and I'm not sure who you support, but I was getting calls from I know some good friend of mine who's CEO Aston Villa. People are paying attention around the world. Like, congratulations, well done, way to lift our sport. I had other CEOs of other NGBs, even winter NGBs, send me the most gracious notes, like, you're helping our movement. You guys are being innovative. You're doing things. So I'm gonna maybe save all those and then listen to your podcast. That might be my highlight. I mean, anyone that says I have brass balls, like one of my staff members said, you should put that on your business card. So thank you for that, Brett. I appreciate it. So that's a highlight. Quote. That's a highlight. That's a quote.
You say some stuff sometimes, Brett.
Yeah,
You do.
yeah.
Are you guys having fun?
Sonny and I, I'm telling you the truth. We've sat there a couple of times in the stands and looked at each other and just thought, this isn't real. This isn't real. This is incredible. And we've said to each other again, like Tim Hinchey, to have this type of vision and pull this thing off. I mean, for the rest of our lives, you're at the top of the tree. We'll never criticize you again for after what you've done here. This is insane, the level of what you pulled off here. I mean, this is so far beyond what any of us have ever dreamed.
There's a new bar of what a swim meet can be, and I'm like, just as a spectator and a fan, you do heats, and then normally you've got this sort of like awkward gap between heats and finals, and you walk around the city and maybe get some food. There is constant entertainment, be it like if you're older and you want to have a drink at an outside bar with music, you can do that. If you're a kid, there's like basketball happening here, goggle throwing. Here's a line to throw goggles at the flags and win a prize, literally right next to us. And so much more. There's freebies. There's great stores, Speedo, Tier, Arena.
And there's all these incredible athletes walking around. I just ran into Colin Jones. It's just wandering around, eating it up. It's like, and it's just incredible to see all these ex-Olympians come back and just really lap this up.
I would say that's another highlight, like to have some of those legends of our sport come up and thank me. Like
I was sitting in front of Tom Jager last night. When Tom Jager was behind me, I was like a little kid, So
it's ridiculous to have their acknowledgement. Know that we want to pay this forward, right? To your point, say, like, how do we get other countries to do this as well? How do we get people to do it? Obviously the Olympics are going to be in a rugby stadium. I suspect that'll be great. It's going to have about 50,000 people, which should be good. But I also think, by the way, that hopefully this is a good lead-in because we all need Paris, right? All of us are also. You guys are part of this movement. We need people to care about the Olympics and our athletes and these sports, right? Not just the other traditional sports. So I'm really optimistic that Paris this year is going to help all of us bring back attention to all swimming, to other sports, to the athletes that give their careers and lives to our sport. So I'm hopeful for that as well. I'm looking forward to being there. I mean, our team got a couple camps. We're doing a couple other interesting things we haven't done before. So we're going to have a name the team celebration because now that it's 9 nights instead of eight, right? We have this extra night Sunday, which it was a little bit awkward because we have prelims on that day, but to have them, all come that night to celebrate and to have the whole team there the next morning for the first time, they're actually going to keep they're going to break down the warm-up pool that night, but they're going to actually keep the competition pool open, and they're going to train together for the first time in the competition pool. So they got to move. So that's exciting. Then we'll go to North Carolina. They'll go home for 3 days.
Okay.
Then our team's going to pick up, and we're going to get together in Raleigh, North Carolina, to TAC Titans. Yeah. So we'll do our training camp, domestic training camp there. Nice. Then they're going to be chartered to Croatia, where we're going to do our international camp for Croatia, and then we're going to charter them into Paris after that.
Is that the pool you've been to before on the training camp? It's beautiful, right? Like
we were there in 22 before.
Yes. I remember that.
Budapest. Yeah.
So we were meant to do a camp there, and we didn't, and I was gutted because it looks amazing. Yeah.
Well, Lindsay Mentenko is amazing, and her staff. You talk about details,
right?
We rehearse those things well in advance, right? I'm sure Australia does a great job too, but they rehearse everything. They go test things. Yeah. We know, so our athletes are ready. They don't have to do anything. We went to our foundation board of directors and our foundation, and we had a wish list for Paris. We have air conditioners, mattress toppers, toiletry kits, like you name it. We've got for all their Olympic Village. The details are really. She does a great job with that.
Mate, at the end of the day, it is going to come down to a competition in a few weeks from now in Paris, and you haven't got your team yet, but you've got a feeling how it's going to come together. The Aussies have just put their team together. The Brits have theirs. The French are about to put their team together. So the pieces are coming together. How do you think you'll feel about your team once it's announced?
I'm going to be a homer, so obviously I'm going to be very excited about it no matter what happens. But listen, I think the Aussies, which is great for swimming, right? To have a legendary swim country come back and take it to us last year in Fukuoka handily, might be good for us, right? We had 16 rookies on that trip, which is also good. And that's important. So people like Jack Alexi and Dari Rose, we need them, right? We're
Right.
going to need them to
Right.
excel. So for them to get their first ever international last summer was massive for us. Thomas Hyder get his first international competition. I think our women, from a depth perspective, and I heard you guys talking about this yesterday, I think it could be one of the strongest women's teams, top to bottom, that we've ever had. So I'm very confident there. But the men are going to have to step up. I think we're going to have to find some people and see steps on this team like Shackle did last night. We've got some areas that we have to get after, and I think distance freestyle and mid freestyle, that may not be our strongest. So that I'm going to look for some people to really step up there.
Well, I gave out a warning that the day before this thing kicked off, and I just said, look, do never underestimate the US, because they'll come back with a vengeance. And from the first stroke here at the trials, you could tell people are ready. They're ready for this meet. They're going to be ready in Paris, and it's going to be a hell of a competition in Paris.
It's going to be great for our sport.
Yeah.
Because again, like this point, the Summer McIntoshes, Popovich. I mean, if you're truly a swim fan, that's what I think Paris is going to be great. I think it's going to be the best out of everybody.
Yeah. Well, listen, mate, again, congratulations
on
this.
Welcome. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for looking after us too.
Your
whole team has been fantastic. I mean, really, top to bottom, everybody's been so nice to us, so accommodating. Even when I said I want to pull the podcast out here today, they're like, "Let's do it." So they've been.
No, we want people to talk about swimming. Our sport needs it. So thank you for what you guys do for swimming as well. And you know how to find me.
All right, cheers. Get back to it, mate. Get back to it.
Thanks a lot. Cheers. See you around. Let me know if you want to swim.
Yes. Oh yeah, we do actually.
I do want to.
We do want to swim.
Yeah. I swam yesterday.
Yeah, we want to have a little splash.
I would love to have a swim.
Yeah.
At some point.
I'll send you the deets. I'll send you the details. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. All right, we just got an invitation to swim in the pool, Sonny.
Oh yeah.
Hey, how about that?
Content coming.
That's all right. I haven't checked any of the comments. So how are they doing? They coming in?
Faris gave us a donation.
A donation?
Yeah, Faris.
What a legend. I love
Faris.
Faris.
Is going to be here soon. I look forward to seeing Faris.
We're going to get him on the pod, but he's brilliant. He's good for swimming too. How was that? Was it coming through clear? Could everybody hear Tim all right? Give us a shout in the comments section. Was it coming through okay? I couldn't really tell. And I was looking, my left eye was looking towards the camera, and that's not my good eye right now. So
I wasn't even looking at the camera. I was just, listening to.
Paul said, yeah, it was great. Great conversation with Tim. Yeah, thanks. All right, good. So it was coming through. There's a lot of noise in the background.
It's a backyard showdown.
Backyard showdown. Oh, me and Tim. Oh, yeah, well.
Me versus you.
Yeah, me and you. And Sockwell. We'll pull Sockwell in. And then Ferris. Yeah. We'll pull Ferris in.
Yes.
Imagine that. The swim of
creators.
The creators. Content guys. Wow, that was pretty cool, hey? Like, I love giving him a little love there because, look, we have sat in the stands and we've looked at each other and thought, this is nuts.
I feel like a kid a little bit here because I'm just like wandering around, and even the first day we come into this little area a little bit early to see our space, and I wanted to go and look in the store, and Brett's looking at the merch going, I want a kickboard, I want a t-shirt, look how good that t-shirt looks. And I'm not surprised they've hit record numbers on the merch sales because it's high quality stuff, right? Like,
really high quality stuff. Yeah, everyone's wearing it too. They're all well, we got some merch. Oh, look
we actually have some bags of it.
Show us the kickboard there. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Oh, hey, look at that. That's a nice kickboard, Sonny.
It's real good.
Yeah.
Speedo, feels good, sturdy, got the logos. Going back to what Tim said, if anyone's in the area and hasn't got tickets, like get some tickets, come watch.
Oh, get some tickets.
Even if you can't get tickets for whatever reason, just come around and be around this area because, as I said, there's not many places where you can walk around a town and bump into some of the swimming icons of America on the streets in this aqua zone.
I honestly thought it was going to be a pool in a stadium, and that's it. It's so far beyond that. It's ridiculous.
I thought it was going to twiddle our thumbs between heats and finals. Like it flies by. Finals come around so quick yesterday because we're busy doing things. There's things to do, and
what if you're poor?
Oh, I can't help you, Tim.
Oh, it's $15 ticket. I mean, it's not that expensive. You get sit in the nosebleeds for $15, Tim, and get an experience.
Yeah.
Why not?
And the aqua zone is free.
Aqua zone is free. Yeah.
This whole area is free. Oh, Gresham Walsh. Go. Let's get some. Let's do some comments.
Yeah, grab it.
Let's actually talk about the swimming.
There you go.
All right.
Jump in the comments section. What do we got here?
Media celebrity races a must-have. There normally is that sort of thing at these meets, so I'm sure there will be, and we'll try our best. Gretchen Walsh is not a bathtub swimmer. Yeah, no, she's not.
No.
What else we got here? Apparently, Caitlin Clark played last night in Indiana. Someone was saying about that. There was a women's NBA game, Chicago Sky versus Indiana Fever, going on an hour ago. Oh, just across the street.
Yeah, across the street.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all going on in Indiana.
Where we had breakfast the other day, right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tom Russian is coaching Siobhan out on tee. They're out to go to Seti Coley.
French trials going on right now too, eh?
And that
Head to
was
head.
the president of USA Swimming, Tim Hinchey, who was just sat here
That
talking to us.
was
Beautiful USA Swimming logo behind us.
the president. Yes.
And
CEO too.
okay, 100 breaststroke predictions. We watched the semis last night.
Oh wow. Nate is all about Nick Fink. Nick Fink is his lock of the week.
That's because Nate is Mr. America and Nick Fink is also Mr. America, isn't it?
Yeah. Nick Fink. Well, it's hard to go past Nick. Nick's kind of like one of those guys that shows up when it counts the most, and he's done it time and time again. And I kind of overlooked him a few weeks ago, so I might not overlook him tonight. So Nick, if you're watching this, you're going to hear this. I'm putting money on you to win this thing tonight. Second is up for grabs. I would love Michael Andrew to get that second spot. I want Michael Andrew to get it. I do. I'm publicly telling everybody, Michael Andrew.
Well, Chuck Swanson, who was on the Energy Standard team I was on a few years back, he overtook Nick Fink in the last 5 to be top seed into the final with a 59 low. I think he's the 200 breast guy. He's a 4am guy. Like, this is really exciting that he's sprinting well, and I think he could make the team. But there's 5 or 6 guys that could. I don't know. Like, you can watch it tonight. Watch it tonight. We're going to watch it. We're going to have a good time doing that. And
Yeah.
We have people we want to win, but at the end of the day, 2 people are going to go, and the other 6 aren't. So,
Yeah. No, I make picks. I make picks once we're at the meet. I
Yeah.
just don't make picks before we get to the meet.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I didn't want to get out there any bad vibes, before the meet. I talked about people, but
there's a lot of pressure. People have worked hard to be here, and
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
203 this morning was quite weird. Yeah, I think Bella's going to get in the semis because I think there's going to be a scratch. I've heard around deck there's going to be a scratch,
It's going to be a scratch.
but I don't think it's going to make a difference because I don't think
she
she's making
doesn't
it
look great. She does not look great. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think Bella Sims is going to make this team right now, unless something drastic happens. But yeah, it wasn't. Look, if you're looking at Aussie trials in the 200 free for women, I mean, we're a mile from that. A mile. But we had 2 girls going to the world record there. So yeah, that's a whole different level of swimming on the women's side in Australia, in this event particularly, right?
Yeah, I think 2 girls in the heats would have made the final. 1 girl in the heats this morning, Katie, would have made the final. Everyone else, so from second onwards, they're not fast enough to have even made the final.
Yeah, it's
at
prelims,
the,
though. It's prelims.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have made it in the prelims in Australia. They wouldn't have made the final. I know there was no semis in Australia.
Oh, there's no semis, right?
But like
Gotcha,
I'm just
gotcha.
saying, like they wouldn't have made it back. Mate, Blake Peroni. Someone's asked about Blake Peroni. Mate, we
Yeah.
thought he'd gone out a little hard this morning, and then he
Yeah.
turned in 100 and picked it up.
Yeah, picked it up.
He
Yeah.
looked great.
Yeah, he's done some work.
He looked great, didn't he?
He wants to get a cap from you, Paul. Let's get Paul a cap. I'm over here, mate. Over here. I don't know if we can't be any more public.
Is Paul
Look
here?
at that. Look at that shirt.
Are you
Love
Paul?
No, he's not Paul.
No, he's not Paul.
I love that shirt.
Well, if Paul's around. Paul, come and say hello. And
Oh, he's coming in. Oh, here we go.
we're getting pictures of
We're
people.
doing live pictures.
They're wearing Sprint
All right.
Revolution shirts.
I love it. Cheers, mate. Thanks for buying that.
Paul, we're not in the stadium. We're in the Aqua Zone, and we're
Aqua
very
Zone.
clear where we are in the Aqua Zone.
Aqua Zone, yeah. There's thousands of people over here. Come visit. What else was there this
4
morning?
a.m. Chase, what a legend in the 4 a.m.
Chase looked very comfortable, I thought, and then comes back and Carson
Carson.
looked even better.
What was he doing after the race? Get up close.
Just nose breathing.
He was nose breathing.
Yeah, nose breathing.
After a 4 a.m. going, what did he get? 4:11, 4:10?
4:10.
I've never seen anyone look so
4:11, yeah.
casual after that 4 a.m.
Yeah, nose breathing. Yeah, that's going to be a good race between the 2 Texas guys who
They're not both.
don't train together.
No. But they might next year if Chase wins.
They're both from Texas and they don't train together. That's really an interesting situation we have there. But do you think they train at the same time?
I think they're in lanes next to each other. So I reckon Bob's group have 1 to 4, and then Eddie's group have 5 to 8, and they're going to be in 4 and 5 doing very different sets. But maybe every now and again they push off at the same time and they look at each other.
And Eddie's yelling times, so
Yeah.
like that, so they can just hear it in the background.
Eddie's just like, yeah, another 4:10 there, Carson. 4:10, 4:10.
Bob, yeah, okay, that'd be interesting training group, eh? Wow.
And Leon's there as well.
Leon's, yeah,
Leon's also there.
he's in the middle.
He's on the rope.
He's on the French side.
Prince Charles started today as well.
Oh, Leon, yeah, is Bob here or did you go to French trials? He's on the French team, isn't he?
No, he was signing autographs here earlier.
But isn't he on the French team?
He's also Texas head coach.
But he's on the French team and the French trials are
He's
on.
not the French head coach. He's the Texas head coach.
I don't know what's happening. I'm so confused right now. Who's swimming for who?
Who's going? Yeah, Kate Douglas didn't swim the 100 breast this morning. Someone asked about Kate Douglas.
Kate Douglas did swim.
What?
Kate Douglas swam this morning.
No, she didn't.
Did she not?
No.
She didn't swim. Oh, I
She
thought I
didn't
saw her name
swim.
pop up.
Alex.
Oh.
Yeah, Alex swam for Virginia.
Okay,
But,
okay. Wow. Maybe her name was there and then it disappeared. I thought I saw it, but interesting.
swim.
Didn't swim. She hasn't swum yet.
he had to swim. She
He
could
had
have
to
done the
swim.
100 fly, but she probably didn't want anything to do with Gretchen's 55-1.
No? Yeah. Okay.
These people want to say hello to us. Look.
Yeah, does she want to pop in? You want to
Yeah.
come in, say hi? Everybody, come on. Yeah, come say hi.
Yeah.
Come say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Pull a chair in. I know a coach. Who's your coach?
McGee Moody.
Oh, McGee. Oh, yeah, I know McGee. What's up, McGee? Look, there's your swimmer. What's your name?
Anna Heath Ray.
Nice to meet you. Now, where do you swim?
Gamecock Aquatics in South Carolina.
Gamecock Aquatics, South Carolina. What's your event?
200 backstroke.
200 back. Okay, nice. And well, they had the men's 100 back on today. How old are you?
I just turned 14.
Are
14.
you racing here?
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
Wow.
She's going to the next one. Next Olympic
one,
trials.
okay.
28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, LA. Now, listen. Why'd you come? Like, why'd you come up here?
Just for the experience
Yeah.
of it. Really
Yeah,
cool and
it is.
great.
Tell people all about it. What's your experience like?
Well, it's been really amazing. I'm really excited for tonight, like the lights and everything. And it's just a really cool experience. Like you get like a really awesome feeling in your stomach, like
Yeah.
adrenaline and everything.
Right,
It's
yeah.
really cool.
It's wild, hey. I mean, it's just insane. The crowd last night was bonkers, wasn't it? 20,000
yes.
people for a swim meet. Can you imagine what it would feel like to walk out?
It would be so amazing. It'd be
Yeah.
so awesome.
Do you think you'd get nervous?
Oh yes.
Yeah,
No, good nervous. Be good
Yeah.
nervous.
yeah, be a good nervous. Well, appreciate you popping into the show, McGee. She's awesome, mate. You're doing a great job. Is he a good coach?
Yes.
Oh, of course he is. Yeah, McGee's a legend. Love him. All right, well, appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
popping in.
having me.
Nice to meet you. Take care.
You too.
All right, that was fun. That was fun. Mate, what else is going on? Did we miss an event today or
Right.
last night?
Men, all right, let's go through
What
last
about
night.
Shackle? What about
Yes,
Shackle?
women's 100 fly, then we had men's 4-3.
Yeah.
Shackle, I don't even want to talk about the times of the race. I just want to talk about how he touched the wall.
Yeah,
He looked at the board,
yeah,
slammed the water,
yeah.
got on the rope, the arms in the air, then climbed out, got his
Yeah.
hand goggles off his head, spiked them into the floor.
Yeah.
They shattered
Like
everywhere.
Gronkowski.
Fire behind him,
Yeah.
and then he went arms up, and he just looked at the crowd
Yeah.
like, I'm
Like
the
Arnold
man.
Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah.
I'm back.
It was a Schwarzenegger moment. Yeah, that was wild.
It was the most baller thing I've ever seen. It was a full baller.
yeah.
He's a cool kid.
And then I think then he thought, oh, I forgot to congratulate everyone.
Yeah.
And then he went back and
Yeah,
hugged-
say
hugged
good job. I
everybody.
beat you.
Yeah,
and
beat you. Yeah.
I beat you. And then we don't talk about when they present the medals, right? They line second and third up next to this podium, and then first place gets risen up out of the floor like a phoenix. So you see his head, it's Shackle, and he's getting risen, and then everything goes gold, and he's on the Olympic team.
I didn't even see that.
You're just like mesmerized by everything.
What?
He's not the fool. He's not like.
I'm trying to
he's-
focus on.
Yeah,
There's
his
a lot
eyes-
happening. There's a lot happening.
But yeah, they bring the winner of each event up out the floor.
Hmm.
So yeah, those are the first two people that made the Olympic team: Shackle and Kieran.
Jackie.
Kieran from Florida. He
All right,
comes
right,
second.
right.
3:45 for both of them. Not fast from either of them, really. The whole field, like compared to Australia, Germany especially, who are a lot faster. It's not the most fast, but it's all about getting the A time and qualifying. They've done a great job of that. And I think they're two great representatives of the US.
Yeah.
Women's 400 free final. Lelick was a lock, 3:58. Looked amazing at 200. Everything but the last 50 on the second half looked a little bit slower. She was going 30.7s, but 3:58 is legit. And she knows she has to win here, and she has to be competitive in Paris. So this was just a step for her. I don't think she would be fully rested or fully prepped for this meet. I think Paris will be her.
Yeah, maybe for a few of them. Speaking of someone that is probably prepping for Paris, Ryan Murphy looked very much in control today, didn't he?
He tried for possibly 10 meters at a 53 100 back. He killed the start, then shut down his arms and his legs.
Yeah.
Through the first 50, 26-2, fifth place, was already first by 60 meters. And then he just looked like, how would you describe that last sort of 25?
Oh, snap. Okay, I got back to the lead. Let's shut it off again. And then just float. Didn't he? He floated the last 3 strokes. He looked good. Ryan Murphy looked real good. But he is such a veteran.
I'm going to give you a prediction that Brett made this morning. Brett thinks he's going 51 tomorrow night.
Yeah, I did say that.
You said that to me.
51. I love Ryan Murphy. Ryan Murphy knows I love him. I tell him all the time. He's a legend. And he's just Mr. America. He's Captain America.
He is. And he's also
He's
just
Mr. Consistent.
the ultimate professional, Mr. Consistent, like this comment says. He's just going to deliver. You know he's going to be good in the semis and he'll be better in the final. Half of these meets is being better in the final than you are in the heats and semis. And Ryan is the guy that you know will have his fastest swim in the final. He's not wasting energy in any other round.
Ryan doesn't cut a corner either. That's what I love about him. He cuts no corners, 0 corners. He's on everything, and he takes care of every detail so that when he gets here, there's absolutely no excuses for him. Yeah, when are we going to get Caleb Dressel? When's Caleb Dressel coming on the show? Not the show. When's he coming on?
So this is the event listing. So I'm going to tell you now. Tomorrow, no Caleb tomorrow. Women's 4 a.m.
No,
Caleb back.
Still. Caleb's
Men's
sitting around.
8-3. And then, Tuesday, so 2 days from now, men's 100 freestyle.
2 days from now.
Yeah.
Caleb's sitting around for 4 days.
I saw him yesterday.
Wow. That's
Not personally. I saw him walk past, and he looked in shape.
Oh, yeah.
He had a smile on his face, and he looked like he's about to lay some big swims down.
Yeah, Caleb's ready to go for sure.
Yeah.
Cassis.
Yeah, some last night. Come on in.
Oh, yeah, come on in, mate. Come on in.
Who we got here?
So I'm Brian Benzing.
Right, come in.
Brian Benzing. Are you from the
100 breast.
100 breast semis? Yeah.
Congrats, mate.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
Nice
Yeah.
job.
Better
Yeah.
than prelims, but we'll take it.
Yes, better than prelims. So, were you expecting to make it through?
Not really.
No?
I mean, I was seated 19th,
Okay.
and I expected a lot of people to improve, but I dropped like a second to make it back. So I was
Oh, you
happy.
dropped a second yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So tell us, what did you enter with time? What did you go in the heat?
So I came in with a 101.1, and after prelims, I was a 100.16.
Wow. How'd you pull that off?
I hadn't swam at long course since last year, so.
Wow.
But I had a solid NCAA season, so I kind of built off that, I think.
Yeah.
So you hadn't swum 100 breast long course in a year, so no race prep in the long course, and you dropped a second, nearly went sub-minute.
I was okay. So I got to go to swim Atlanta, but I was unshaved, unrested, just kind of like feel it out. But
Where do you train?
I trained at Towson University in Maryland,
Wow.
close to like where Phelps grew up.
Yeah.
Baltimore. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
That's
sick. Yeah,
Wow. Good for you. So, minute point 100 breaststroker, close to 59 now, eh?
yeah, really close. I was very surprised.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
22, so still young, eh?
Still young.
Yeah,
Plenty of
still
swimming
young.
in him. Yeah.
Paris. They're not
How
Paris.
was the semi-final experience? Talk us
Yeah,
through.
what was more nerve-wracking, the prelims or the semifinals?
Definitely the semi.
Really?
Yeah, I think I put a lot of pressure on myself to make it to the finals, but then like it was just really cool sitting in the ready room and like I got to watch as the camera like panned on Nick Fink and Mike Landry
Oh,
was
that's
in my
right.
heat too. A lot of big names, Charlie Swanson. It was very nerve wracking, having Matt Fallon hawk me down the last 50,
Oh, dude.
back split, whatever, 31 something.
All right.
Charlie Swanson 31-1.
Right. What was your game plan? Were you trying to stay in your own lane, or were you kind of looking on the peripheral?
I was trying to stay in my own lane, but I ended up looking in the peripheral, and the last 25 hurt me more than it helped. So,
Yeah.
but
No,
it was
coach
really
over
sick.
here?
Yeah, that's my coach.
Nice. Come on in.
Yeah.
Come say hi. Give him some love. Come. Yeah, you can stand behind us. Stand
Yeah,
behind us.
just-
Come back here. You'll
just
still get a
work.
shot.
Hey, good to see you.
Hey,
guys.
congrats.
Thanks, man.
Great job yesterday.
Yeah, appreciate that.
How'd you get him to drop a full second here? Because that's the secret. Coming to trials and dropping a second, right?
Yeah, no, I think he's super humble. He's not gonna say it. I mean, this guy does the work all the time. Doesn't miss a day. And I think you know, he'll say. I think we really try to drill down on a race plan for him.
Yep.
And you know, we swim to his strengths. I mean, you know, he was third at the wall last night in the semis. We were like, oh my god, he couldn't do it. He's not doing it. He's like 27-7, and
Oh, you turned him 7-7.
7-7. You're not the biggest dude either.
That's fast.
I died a little.
Yeah, that's all right.
Tensed up the last 20. Got a little nervous.
That's good, mate.
It's
Throw
okay.
it out there. Why not?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
you know, and yeah, I mean, you know, and he you know, he's just really good carrying that speed off the block. So yeah. Put
Great
work in.
experience for a young guy. You know, you'll 4 years from now, you'll be much better for the experience. You know, what's your prediction then? Who gets the top 2 spots? You think you're allowed to do
So
that?
we've been talking about this a lot. I think it's very interesting because you saw last time at trials, Michael Andrew had broken the American record twice in prelim semis, and then went up and barely out-touched who was it, Wilson?
For third, yeah.
For second, yeah. And so he hasn't broken 59 yet, but I think him and Fink probably are the likely
Closer.
top 2, and I think Matheny is in there, and he has a chance if Andrew doesn't show up. It's
Yeah,
a little
okay.
more open than I expected.
For those 3, eh? Yeah.
Sounds
Sounds right.
And, Nick.
Sounds right.
Swanson's got a
I like
massive
Chuck.
back half.
I'm,
He's got a big back half. 31-1 last night
Does
coming home.
anyone go 58? You think?
Oh yeah, I think
Two
the
guys
top
go
2 have to
2
go
guys.
58, and if it's not 58 for second, I think it's 59 or
Okay. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be better.
yeah.
Because we haven't seen that kind of speed yet, which
No.
we need to see it.
We want to see 58.
Yeah, we wanna see some-
America needs
America
58.
America
Yeah.
needs a 58, but
Yeah.
the depth with all the 59s is crazy. To be 59-7 to make it back was just absurd.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, listen, 4 years from now, my friend, it's going to
Yeah.
be you.
But
I'm talking
stay
about
in it
you.
as well. Stay in it
course,
because, mate,
of course.
like if you're not like get in the long course mode, 4 years time, and
Yeah.
you took the second here. You got another second. You're 59-1. You'd be top seed into the final. And then
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
you'd be
the
a bit more
plan.
experienced.
Then it's
Yes,
crazy.
Coming for LA. That's the goal.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. LA, dude. LA. That's where you want to be. All right. Hey, good luck. boys.
Appreciate
Pleasure.
it. Thank you for having me
Good.
on.
Enjoy the rest of the week. You got the 200?
Exciting.
Pleasure, man.
All right. See you guys. What do we got? What do we got? All right. Let's move in again. Yeah.
Yeah, look, people love Brian.
What a legend, eh?
Benzing is a legend. Yeah, he
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
yeah.
60.1 yesterday.
Benzing, eh? Hey, what time we got here? 47 minutes. You know who's coming in tonight? Nate. Nate's coming in tonight.
So tomorrow we're going to have the 3 of
The
us.
3 of us. Nate will be here.
Nate.
Yeah.
I've
Nate.
never met Nate in person. This is my first time meeting Nate in the flesh, and I can't wait. He's going to be in our Airbnb.
Yeah.
Brett's bored of waking me up in the morning, so Brett will probably go and wake Nate up tomorrow morning.
Man, I'm really hungry right now. We need to eat too. Let's get some food in us. Let's get some good Indianapolis food into us, eh? What do you think?
Oh, look, Nate's
Oh,
driving.
Nate's driving.
He's texting and driving.
Texting
Time
and
to
driving.
go.
Okay, Nate, stay off the
Good
text,
lad.
mate, while you drive.
Who's making the team in the 100 fly women? I'm going to make a horrible prediction
Go
right
for it.
now. Gretchen and Regan.
That's it. Gretchen and Regan.
I'm making a horrible prediction.
Really?
Yeah. So people literally behind us are saying I'm stupid for it, but I just want to make a.
No. No. Come in here and get on the mic on
Yeah.
that. You got to get on the mic.
I'm
Get
a
on the
big
mic.
fan of Tori. I
Let
don't-
him in,
I
let
don't
him
want
in.
anyone to miss. I want everyone to go.
Let him in. What are you thinking here? What are you saying?
I mean, all I'm really saying is that like Tori
Move
has
over here,
been,
move over here.
okay.
Yeah, get your
All I'm really saying is that Tori has been super dominant in that race for so long, and by so long I mean like it's been 3 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's just like it would be super unfamiliar not to see her qualify. But Reagan Smith does have the capabilities to do it. But I think like you have an American record, you have the capability to go fast. She went 55.7 yesterday. 55.7 is not a bad swim. She just got second to somebody who went 55.1,
Yeah.
which is like, were we expecting to see a 55.1? No,
What's your name, mate?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Brett. How are you?
Jonathan, Sonny,
Nice to
how
meet
is
you.
it?
Hey, you're a bit of a swim nerd.
I
Hey?
like
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah. Shout out to my boy Jazz. We used to have a little bit of something going on content wise. We had a podcast for a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a lose his shit whenever.
They're
Yes.
not easy, these podcasts, are they?
No, they're not. And it's like something that I like kind of noticed when doing these. Like you have to really know your craft, and even then, like
Oh,
I've done.
we fake it.
We literally.
No. You guys are great. You guys are great at what you do.
Appreciate it, mate.
It's just like if you don't know something, you do get eaten up for it. I remember like
Yeah.
NC's 23.
Yeah.
Or it might have been this past year even. I think I confused Gretchen and Alex and what they were swimming.
Sisters. Fair enough.
But it's just like, yeah, but it's like they even said it in the interview for that like first relay. I think it was 4 free or 4 medley, but it was like, oh yeah, we don't even know what order we're swimming. And it's like,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's like you can be on the same relay,
That's
like
amazing.
Kate Douglas, both Walsh sisters. They can do whatever they want to on a fast relay, and they can still break a national NCAA record.
That could be an American relay at the Olympics. You know.
There's a possibility for that, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Wild swimming, hey? Wild swimming.
You've been sitting here watching us. Have we missed talking about anything? Is there anything
I mean, I only showed up for like the last little half of it,
Okay.
but
Are you staying here the whole time?
we're here. I'm here with my dad until Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we seeing a 5400 fly tonight?
Man, that's so. I guess I can say the same thing that I said whenever we were talking about Leon going faster than Michael Phelps's former world record in the 4 a.m.
Right.
It's like I can't possibly imagine it until it happens.
Yeah.
Like it's 54.9 possible. Hypothetically, yes, it is possible. Do we see it? I don't think I can say, Lamb. It's like it's insane to think about the potential that could have, and especially for an American who, outside of like Dana Vollmer and even like recently Tori Husk, it's like there's
Mate, did
so
you
much
see her
there.
wingspan? Her wingspan is like,
Yeah,
twice the size of this. And that's big.
it's crazy how like somebody who went that fast is going 0.78 of a reaction time. She has one of the slowest reaction times like in the game, but yet she has that like Caleb Dressel like essence where she might not get off the blocks that fast. Caleb does. I'm not saying Caleb doesn't,
By
but
15.
yeah, but by 15 meters in the lead,
Is this
nobody
real?
can touch her.
Was this real? Shackle scratched the 100 fly for the 200
Yeah,
free.
good for her.
100 fly,
Sha-
she scratched it.
She's not making it.
Really?
Let's be honest. She's not making it.
I mean, no, but
I
it's
just
like
predicted Tori Husk not to make it, for God's sake.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think we go
I
6'5". She goes 6'4", but she's
Yeah.
not going
I was
5'5".
kind of like discussing it
Yeah.
with my dad earlier, talking about how like 2 free 1 fly double is like kind of hard.
All right.
So
So
it's like-
it's like back to back almost tonight. Little.
It might be, yeah. And I actually think
Well, we can look because we've got it on the
Right
back of our pass. So the women's 100 fly final was the first women's event. The women's 2-3 semis at the end. She could do both, but if she does both and comes in 9th in the 2-3, she's devastated. She makes her 2-3 final. There's a 6 in 8 chance of going to the Olympics, joining her brother. I think this is the smartest decision I've ever heard.
Yeah.
She's got 2 PBs
Yeah.
yesterday. She could drop. She goes 6'4", 6'5".
And she was on this world championship team.
Yeah.
Too. That
Yeah.
the 800
yeah, in
free.
the 800 free.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense then. All right. Fair enough.
How about that family though? It's like Aaron making it yesterday, and like one of the bigger upsets, especially like Luke Whitlock. I have a hard time saying that name for some reason.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
having
mess it up.
that 4 free field was like, and I'm a distance swimmer myself, so like the 400 would be like the lowest that like I'd swim. It's awesome seeing like the progression in that event and how like fast yesterday's final was, because especially coming from last trials, people had the time trial to make the second cut.
Yeah. And you mentioned the family. I was roommates with Nick, the father.
Okay.
So we were roommates in college. So they come from a lineage of elite athletes, these Shackles. So yeah, pretty cool. Oh mate, hey, listen, you've been awesome.
Yeah,
Thanks for
pleasure.
your
Nice
thanks for your
meeting you.
nerdiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be around.
All right, man. Take care. I think we're gonna wrap it up here,
Yeah.
eh? I think that's about it, is it?
Yeah.
Couple of kids there. You want to jump in? Yeah, come on, jump in, mate. Yeah, come on. Yeah, he's been itching. He's been watching the whole show. How's it going so far? How we doing?
Get it
Yeah.
nice close to the mic.
Come in. What's your name? Graham. Yeah, come on. Make sure you're.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Turn that. There we go. Okay, Graham, where you from, man?
Birmingham.
Birmingham, Alabama. I used to live in Auburn, Alabama. Dude, right here. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Birmingham, Alabama. What made you come up here?
Just to watch.
Just want to watch?
Yeah.
How long are you here for?
One day, and then I gotta go have a meet at
Oh, you're having a meet at Auburn? Oh, man, that is the place. I love that place. What's your favorite event?
the mile or 400 free.
Oh,
he's a
wow.
distance
You're
guy.
a distance guy. Okay.
Oh,
I was
okay.
going to give you a Sprint Revolution shirt, but then you just mentioned the mile, and maybe we'll still give him one. We'll give him one. Yeah. I gave him the cap. Mate, what event are you most excited for at this meet?
100 free. That's a deep.
100 free. See, there he is.
Men's 100 free.
Me too. Who?
Dressel and Alexis.
Dressel and Alexi. I'm
What a
on
good call.
the same.
I'm on the same.
I'm on the same.
Yeah.
Dressel and Alexi.
Giuliano did flipping 23.9 earlier though.
There's a lot of contenders. Yeah. Who do you think wins the mile? Bobby Fink.
Bobby
yeah.
Fink, yeah.
Bobby Fink dropped the hammer last night, didn't he? He almost got his hand on the wall. Yeah, almost made it. Yeah. Now, you're a bit of a swim nerd yourself, eh? You love swimming?
Mhm.
How long have you been swimming for?
I don't know.
How old are you?
13.
13, okay. So you've been swimming for a few years now? Birmingham, Alabama, mate. Love that place. Miss it. Well, that's cool. Thanks for dropping in on the show. And good luck with your swimming. Good luck in Auburn in a couple of days. And I hope your predictions come true. All right? Cheers, mate.
All
Nice
the
to meet you.
best. Oh,
Yeah, legend. All right. Take care, eh?
this made me laugh. Look,
What's
I
that?
barely have the attention span for 100 as a child. How is he sitting through the mile?
No idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I'm not
Brett,
sure.
Brett, as an adult, doesn't have the attention span for a 200 freestyle.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the end of his sentence after he said mile. Yeah, well, that's been good. Good show again, hey?
Oh, Tim Hinchey on.
We had Tim Hinchey, the boss, and he told us all about how he put this thing together. Magical.
Look at this, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watched this show for the last however many years it's been now. This is what it's led to. So
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching,
Yesterday's views were over 10 grand. So like we're getting the views on this thing. We're getting people in the comments section. We're loving it, and yeah, we're just gonna keep coming back every
we're
day.
staying 3 o'clock every day as well now.
3 o'clock every day.
So
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
That's Eastern
We
time.
thought it was going to be 2, but the swimming is kicked on, and so we don't want to overlap. So we're going to go 3 o'clock every day. I ran into a couple of famous American swimmers. Yeah, let's get Missy and Katie.
Yeah, if Missy and Kate, if we run into them, we'd love to have them on. We want
Open invitation.
We've literally brought in about 100 people over the last 2 days, and we would like to get some other people on like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
have you run into them yet? I've not run into them.
No, I might text Katie. I got
Okay.
a number. I'll give her a text and see if we can do
Yeah,
a little cross
podcast
show.
podcast collab. They've got a cool little studio
They
going
got a
on.
great show.
They've
going
not put any of their content they've filmed here out yet, I don't think, but I'm looking forward to when they do.
Edits.
Yeah.
Edits.
Who's
yeah.
Jack Draper?
Jack Draper? I don't know.
I look like him.
Yeah. Okay. All
There you
right.
go.
Thanks for the watching. Just hit that end up there, and we'll see you tomorrow.